you so much for joining me today. We are going to dive right into DIY automation versus an enterprise grade automation. So, give me the difference. What is the difference between the two, and why does it matter? Why should people care?
Great question. It's about scalability, stability, flexibility, and efficiency. So when you think about free or DIY, it's usually an umbrella term for what is bespoke automation. It's usually built with a combination of scripting or maybe some open source tools like Ansible Core or even AWX, maybe other open source projects. And it is usually something that internal teams have to support and maintain. That means the total cost of ownership can be even higher. When we think about enterprise automation, it is the integration of automation principles and practices into your mission critical operations to be able to up-level beyond tactical or siloed automation, that bespoke thought process, and make it a strategic advantage for your business. Ultimately, it is foundational to your successful AI strategy. So if you're really thinking about how you drive AI forward and you trust AI in your organization, you're going to want to be able to use automation at scale.
So, we know AI is becoming commonplace, everyone's moving towards it. We also know that AI doesn't solve all the problems, as well as not everything in life is free. So, sometimes people with these DIY tools think, oh, well, it's free, there's no cost. Give me some of those hidden risks that people may not be thinking of and some of the costs.
Yeah, so there's a couple of things that come to mind. There can be onboarding challenges if you have built your own automation solution within your organization. There's not maybe ways to do things that when you're hiring talent from outside, they're having to learn something new, right? There can be inconsistent code and inconsistent automation content. There's operational silos, and this creates a divided approach amongst different areas within the IT world, which can hinder the ability to scale automation to get the results you're looking for and ultimately get to that ROI. Additionally, we've seen oftentimes customers who come to us after doing a lot of DIY automation. In those pockets, they learn that the cost of maintaining the automation within those pockets actually was higher than the cost of using a paid solution that helped them reduce silos, be able to have more consistent code, be able to onboard your teams faster, and be able to bring together those teams across the different domains.
As you're traveling and as you're seeing those results and talking to those customers, you travel all over the globe. What has been the primary motivation for the folks who have made that transition from an AWX, let's say, to Ansible automation platform?
Yeah, some of the motivations include supportability, making sure that their CVEs are all up to date, right? Security is a big factor when it comes to using automation in your production mission critical operations environments. Additionally, a lot of these customers are maturing their automation. So they're going beyond a task-based automation and moving into more workflow-based, where you might be actually responding to an alert from your observability platform and wanting to go ahead and automate based on known issues that happen. When you start stitching together these more complex automation, you're going to want to do that with an enterprise-supported solution.
As folks look at that enterprise supported solution, any migration can make people nervous. Costs, skill sets. How can leaders determine if they're ready to make the move now?
So it often has to do with your maturity and how much you are looking at automation to be able to drive innovation within your organization. Oftentimes people are looking for more dollars to spend on things like AI. And so ultimately they have strategic initiatives or goals that they're trying to get to, and they figure that they need to find ways to be more efficient, more resilient, do this in an automated way to be able to get to those strategic initiatives and goals. So we often ask, what are you trying to get to? And how are you going to connect the dots between building in that efficiency to get to the innovation that you're looking to get to?
Fantastic. I've spent time reading the various analyst reports and where Ansible has landed amongst them, which has been all good news. But you spend a lot more time with the actual customers who are using it. Tell me what you've seen from folks who've migrated. What are some of the wins that they've seen and savings they've gotten?
Absolutely. When done right, automation delivers real impact to the bottom line. Oftentimes you see 55, 65% reduction in lead times. A couple of our customers have seen above 80% reduction in error rates. One of our customers auto heals over 100,000 events per month. There's some of our customers have seen over 90% improvement in server patching time. One customer has even been able to add over 2,000 workdays per year for their IT team. That's the time that they've saved, 2,000 workdays per year. They reduced friction within their monitoring system to be able to go from alert to remediation, and reduced application performance errors. So done right, automation delivers the impact that you're looking for to get that efficiency.
All right. So if I'm understanding you correctly, 2,000 workdays per year, that's a lot of free headcount that you no longer need, right? Which is always a challenge that folks are against. So I'm hearing cost savings, I'm hearing better lead times, hearing lower errors, and allowing folks to really focus on the strategic initiatives versus doing the same repetitive tasks that they might otherwise be doing.
I always say if you want to find dollars for innovation, automation is a great way to do that.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Keep your eyes and ears open for many more of these videos. Many will feature Katie as well. And we thank you for joining us. And Katie, thanks for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.